as part of this growing offerings of seva, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj has inspired us to recreate what India always had. The pilgrimages, the Tirtha Kshetras, where temples were at the center, and so we are in the process of not just making a temple or a guest house or a restaurant, but the integrated vision is to create the Madan Mohan temple town, which will impact not only Palghar, but all the visitors who are coming here through the transformation. And therefore the temples, they actually create transformation through the Shringar, which is the worship of the deities, through Bhoga, through offering of the food, through Sangeet, music, Nritya, dance, through Sanskar, through Yajna. So the Govardhan School of Arts and Culture, Govardhan School of Culture and Education is the umbrella body which His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj has envisaged as that umbrella body which will have all these different verticals, beginning with the Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit, with the philosophy, Govardhan School of Music, Govardhan School of Dance, Govardhan School of Sanskar, Yajna, and as part of that, the School of Culinary Arts will play its role in providing training with respect to high quality Satvik cooking and bringing back all those traditional recipes which were always very popular in all the temples across India and across traditions. So we are very grateful to His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj for being the anchor, the pillar, the main support behind this community to really bring all of us to this stage where we are standing in this beautiful hall of the Temple of Shri Radha Vrindavan Bihari as we embark on inaugurating a very historic institution, the Govardhan School of Culinary Arts. Let us together welcome His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj very enthusiastically by clapping and inviting him to share his words.
Krishnapristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Vicharine Nirvishesha Shunyagadi Astatyadeshatharine Vanshakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patithanam bhavamibhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I am sincerely grateful to be here on this occasion, which I pray will be seen as a historical offering. Thank you for all being here. And thank you for all your kindness and participation. In India, and especially in Vaishnava and Bhakti schools, cooking is not just an act. It is a profoundly deep science philosophy, culture, and lifestyle that is not just meant to maintain a healthy body, but the culture of cooking is meant to have a major impact in transforming the whole world. It is based on moral, spiritual values. The growing of food is meant to be done with respect and compassion for Mother Earth. The selecting of foods that we will prepare is with the sincerest honor and respect for life itself. To minimize violence, minimize pain, and minimize unnecessary death to other life-loving, sentient beings in this world. It is a culture, when prepared, the cooks, they clean their bodies, they clean the kitchen, and especially are meant to clean their minds before and during the process of cooking. Why? Because we are grateful for the food that God gives us to keep our bodies alive. And we express that gratitude with reciprocation. In Bhakti culture, we don't only prepare Sattvik food, but we prepare it with love. Sattvik is a principle that can be offered with love, but it is the love that gives it true spiritual value. Latram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhakta prayach. Krishna tells in Gita, if you offer me pure Sattvik foods with love and devotion, I will accept it. The cooking should be done with a very, very sincere state of consciousness of gratitude, love, respect, and care. How it's grown, what we choose to cook, and how we cook it, where we cook it. And a very integral part of the culture of cooking is how we offer that to the Lord with love and devotion, with gratitude. And it becomes prasadam. Prasadam means grace. It's no longer just food, but it's infused with grace. And what is grace? Grace means it's infused with God's love. If we offer food to God with love, He infuses that food with love. And an integral part of this culture is how we serve that prasadam, or that spiritual food. To serve with honor and respect for God's children. We find in our culture, let us say Govardhan Ecovillage. It's named after Govardhan. And many of us know the story of Govardhan Puja. The major factor of Govardhan Puja was cooking, mass cooking. And Krishna personally made the menu. Krishna personally told how it should be cooked, where it should be cooked, and how this prasad should be distributed, how it should be distributed to everyone. Perhaps he's hungry. So this most basic need, not only human need, but need for every species of life to be nourished by food, has a different way of being expressed. In our temples, every day, 6 times a day, there are offerings of Palghar, or food, with love and devotion. And that love and devotion is very much expressed through the standard of cleanliness, through the standard of loving, devoted consciousness. Shri Prabhupada and all of our acharyas and all of the avatars have explained that the consciousness in which we cook infuses the food that we cook. So 6 times every day, and each offering is very systematic, there's no speculation. It's done according to parampara, it's done according to tradition. Because that's the way some Siddhi and Haritosha, we can actually express our love. In Krishna's pastime, Yashoda Maya would cook every day. And when she found out that Srimati Wadhwani had a blessing from Durvasa Muni, that whatever she cooked, whoever ate it would never get ill and would live forever, Yashoda Maya arranged for Radharani on the banks of Pavan Sarovar to cook everyday breakfast for Krishna. In Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, of course, Krishna's mutton chora. Because the gopis, they put so much love into how they prepared food. Krishna didn't even wait for it to be offered. He went and stole it. He couldn't wait. And in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are chapters describing the recipes prepared by Sachimata, Lord Chaitanya's mother, by Advaitacharya and Sita Thakuram, by Bhagava Pandit and Damayanti. And whenever Sachimata cooked, wherever Lord Chaitanya was in the world, even if he was 1,000 miles away, still, he would always, in a spiritual form, come to accept her offering of food. This is our culture. As it was said, when Srila Prabhupada came to the West, he brought this culture which is so inherently including the art of cooking. Srila Prabhupada cooked himself. And he said our movement is a movement of chanting, dancing, and feasting. And when he said it was a kitchen religion, he wasn't just talking about food. He's talking about a consciousness that actually permeates every aspect of life. When we appreciate what is the value of spiritual Satvik cooking, that affects our whole life. It affects our whole community, and it affects the entire world. How much violence and pain is caused by the karma of killing innocent animals? When we respect and honor the sanctity of life, and we choose to cook according to that, then we actually can offer our hearts through that food to Krishna, to God. We are so grateful that on this day we're inaugurating the Govardhan School of Culinary Arts. Yes, we want to preserve timeless recipes. And yes, we want to improve them according to time, place, and circumstance the best we can. But beyond that, we want to teach cooking. We want to share the culture of cooking in such a way that in understanding it and practicing it, it transforms our own lives. It transforms not only the ones who grow the food, who select the food, who prepare the food, who offer the food to God, and to all the people who enjoy it. This Kshetra, it's feeding God's blessings in the form of this culture of foodstuffs to everyone. From the richest to the poorest, from the most educated to the most uneducated. When we're cooking, we're actually taking the role of being an instrument of a higher power that could really transform people's lives. The most beautiful example of unconditional love is a mother for a child. And when a mother cooks for a child, what is the feeling she put into it? I remember my own mother, something that transformed my life a lot. And no matter how, she had so much to do. But every evening she cooked an entire feast. She spent hours cared. Every living being is God's child. And when we're cooking, whether we're cooking for hundreds and thousands of people or whether we're cooking just for our own little child, dharma, yoga, bhakti cannot really exist unless we are preparing with love and devotion. And this is our hope and this is our prayer, that the Govardhan School of Culinary Arts will actually transform consciousness, transform homes, transform lives, and transform society. And I really believe it will. And I am so deeply grateful to all